Can you imagine living on a merry-go-round that is spinning 1,000 miles an hour and it will never stop? What is the distance between the Van Allen belt and the surface of the Earth?
Van Allen belts are two regions of charged particles around Earth. The inner belt starts at about 1,000 kilometers, or roughly 620 miles, above Earth's surface, and extends to around 12,000 kilometers, about 7,500 miles. The outer belt spans from approximately 13,000 kilometers, around 8,000 miles, to 60,000 kilometers, roughly 37,000 miles above the surface. These distances can vary slightly due to solar activity and Earth's magnetic field.
Hey folks, this is Tim at Bonafide Truth, and I took the time to make a model of what NASA wants us to believe that the Earth is and the atmosphere is outside. So this is a model of a globe inside of a dome or a ball that is basically what they're telling us that is spinning in space. So this ball on the outside represents the inner layer of the Van Allen belt that is supposedly 620 miles outside of the surface of the Earth. Now, that being said, they're telling us that there is an invisible line in space where the atmosphere stops spinning with us and it stopped and then it set still. So all of this is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. And if you could imagine this right here being still, so you could sit here and watch the ball spin. But the reason they're telling us this is because you would ask the question, how can you land an airplane on something spinning? Why is the wind not blowing at 1,000 miles an hour? So this is what NASA has come up with, that there's an atmosphere that we're in that is also spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, similar to a fly flying inside of a car that's going down a road. Now, if that was true, and that can be true, if you roll that window down, that fly is going to get sucked out that window. Now, when you go through this Van Allen belt, somewhere you are going to be stepping off of a Ferris wheel that is running 1,000 miles an hour to be able to get into space to where you can look back at the Earth spinning, because NASA has got plenty of CGI pictures that tells us that they're setting. Matter of fact, you can watch NASA live and it shows you the Earth spinning from some supposed satellite. My question is how did they get out of the Van Allen belt to outer space without hitting something that was spinning, without stepping off of that Ferris wheel? Folks, you do your own research. I just want to try to unindoctrinate you what you was indoctrinated with when you was a child. I'm not claiming flat Earth. I am telling you that this is basically impossible. And I took and made this model exactly how NASA describes it. And if you want to go ChatGPT, if you want to look it up on the internet, this is exactly what they're telling us is taking place. Y'all have a great day. That is what they want us to believe.